PEGI 18.
The last century was a very harsh environment for all people living on this territory. Two empire collapses, a bunch of revolutions, fought for independence. All these combined events create all this beauty of ruined landscape, ruined buildings, old rusty harbors, abandoned villages, and broken roads. This is like part of a soul, nothing you can forget. This is what we try to show, finding the way to show the people the beauty of destroyed world in the art of the game. All studios may face the same problems, and for us, I think it's the first and the hardest part was to create technology.
We produced our own engine, and I think there's two reasons to do that. One is that we want to do this. We want to have every bit of this. This is ours. We want to have our stamp on it. But also, I mean, doing your own engine, it comes with the benefit of you understanding it really, really well.
We have really amazing programmers. We have amazing render programmers. It's our engine. We have this flexibility for our programmers to adjust it to our needs. Our visual is really one of the best out there.
I always say that our artists and our programmers are just wizards. They make things that nobody else can.
We've moved the engine forward. It looks really good. It's a nice piece of technology to work with. It's well engineered. You feel like you have freedom to develop it and be creative and come up with new ideas and experiment and improve and optimize. And so it's just fun to work with as a rendering programmer to have a piece of software like that.
I would describe 4A Games as a bunch of geniuses that don't know that they are geniuses.
Metro is a really good-looking game. Everyone is very excited about the pipeline and the technical ability or capacity of our engine. This beauty on the screen, it looks absolutely amazing.
It's quite magical.
Это безумно увлекательно работать над таким проектом, который содержит такое количество славянской культуры. Мне кажется, что игра настолько атмосферная, что игрок действительно может ощутить свое пребывание в заброшенном городе, под землей, в поезде, где-нибудь в тоннеле, потому что настолько много деталей во всех спектрах игры, что, мне кажется, это делает игру очень интересной и увлекательной.
From a gamer point of view, I like that I feel that I'm looking at something believable. I feel that quite a lot when I'm playing, especially in the bridge where you're running through like the melting snow and there's these little puddles and the muddy surface, and you believe it. It's tactile. It's real. Metro has a specific look. There's sort of a grimy post-apocalyptic world. It's not shiny. It's dirty. The weapons they're grubby. They're rusty.
Weapons look like they've been salvaged from a specific area in that world. We had several rules established that helped us to define the visuals and the mechanical part of that, being physically accurate as possible. We are kind of proud about mechanical accuracies all over the game.
Everything was built up to support all these cool weapons, and when weapon team make all these weapons combined from different parts, it's so cool, so detailed.
I really like the revolver as well. The revolver, man. Sometimes I go for the silencer when I want to have a small approach, and then actually switch to the long barrel with the scope.
Depends if it's a monster that I want to kill, I bring the long barrel. It's like, okay, there is a monster, they're like looking, just sneaking around, I just bring the long barrel.
Players can choose how they want to approach something, and things like introducing the backpack allow players to adapt if they do make a choice that isn't the right one for a situation and they need to quickly change their loadout, change from close range weapons to something long range, or change from something more stealth oriented to something that's more damage oriented. The nature of introducing open environments means We need to allow the player to have a lot more freedom, a lot more choice, a lot more customization, a lot more control over their loadout, how they play, what tools they are able to use in order to play the way that they want to play. Attachments and modifications that you find for the weapons change the properties, change the functionality, change the look.
We came with this perfect mechanic. All your weapons coming with dust or dirt, and you need to spend resources to make it shiny and awesome.
The dirt mechanic, actually, I'm kind of proud of this. The more you jump in water, the more you are in like dusty, muddy area, and then like your face covered with dirt and your gun is covered with dirt. It decreases certain parameters, and you can see it. But you mostly, when you start shooting when it's super dirty, it can overheat and jump.
When you just came out of some darkest dungeon with your mask cracked, with your weapons fully dirted, without ammo, and you came to the nearest workbench, and it feels like, and you began to clean all your weapons, making the right bullets for you, changing equipments. So there is so much gameplay just around the weapons. It's most outstanding feature. As for the crafting, of course, we doesn't have any suppliers, traders. All the Wasteland players doesn't know what to expect next, friendly or hostile. So we need to provide player with opportunity to create something and support exploring mechanic of the game. So we try to create a simple crafting system which will help us to provide player the right amount of resources, so he can resupply a little bit with the ammo and with medkits, with filters, everything he needs to survive all this radioactive wasteland.
These are all new things that we never really had before in previous Metro games. And this time around, we're able to give players a lot more freedom and control over that. It's something players have asked for. For Metro Exodus, Prof's answer would be, you want more freedom? Here, take it.
I'm finishing playing press certification build now, and I am finishing it very slow, like tasty wine, like sip, because I don't want to hurry. We always did our game for ourselves, not because of some marketing thoughts. No, we did all our game to play by ourselves. This way we always found additional couple more million players who will love it. I believe Metro Exodus find even more.
We put souls in this game. We just express ourselves to make other people be more happier when they play.
It's the hardest project we ever make. We always try to find our own way. Usually when you make next project, it should be simpler because you have a lot of experience, a lot of technology, but we push so many boundaries with Metro Exodus in ourselves, in our technology, in expanding our team. No stones was left unturned. And I think this is the main achievement of the team. To build such a team who can produce such a huge environment, such details, with a lot of gameplay and story. This is the main achievement for the team.
We're not trying to get a game as service or for those new trends. We're still aiming for this is what you guys asked for, we're gonna deliver.
A pure single-player, first-person shooter game that proposes an open-level design, but with a narrative that still has urgency. I think that's what I'm most proud of, for sure.
Artyom Jab!